Hey guys, Atreyu is back, and I do hope this video finds you all in a most relaxed and receptive state. Today I'm going to be talking about how to tell your parents you want dreadlocks. So I do understand that sometimes telling your parent or parents is not the easiest of tasks. Many parents, because they just love you so much, they always want to protect you and they always want to do things that are for your best interest. And a lot of times you hear no, no, no because parents are thinking that you, as their child, you are unable to see the repercussions or the consequences of your actions. And it is their job to protect you. It is their job to always look out for you. It is their job to say no when necessary. But I think there are ways to circumvent this problem. Today, I'm going to give you 3 ways to deal with the parent when it comes to letting them know that you want to get dreadlocks. Number 1. First, you need to do an excessive amount of research, okay? This is going to aid you when we get to step 2, but we're not there yet. So, you need to know any and everything that you can about the lock journey, about the dreadlock journey, about the dread journey, even knowing the distinctions between those words. I mean, knowing that some people find it really offensive to call their locks dreadlocks because they think it suggests that there's something dreadful about their hair. Or knowing the etymology of the word dreadlock and knowing that in certain cultures, actually, it's not an offensive term at all. It's almost kind of like a compliment, term of endearment in a way, knowing those distinctions, just knowing what the dreadlock journey will entail, knowing all those things will help you. Number 2, I suggest approaching your parent as an adult. So maybe this means sitting down at a table, maybe taking them out for coffee, having some tea with them, approaching them as an adult and laying out your reasons for wanting dreadlocks. You can tell them, hey, I've been thinking about getting locks or dreadlocks, whatever term you're going to use, for a while now. I've done a lot of research and I think it would be a wonderful thing for me, a wonderful experience. I know that dreadlocks have a certain stigma attached, but I'm prepared to deal with that because this is something that I really want to pursue, and I think that I can learn a great deal from being on a dreadlock or lock journey. I can learn patience. I could learn how to take care of something, my hair, etc. I don't know how you want to talk to your parents, but that's just an example. If you approach your parents as an adult, if you approach them on their level, then they will be more receptive to what you have to say. They will be less inclined to think, this child doesn't really understand what it means to get dreadlocks, or they don't understand the potential scrutiny that they're going to undergo. They don't understand that they could potentially be denied employment because of their dreadlocks. No, they won't be as inclined to think those things because you've approached them as an adult. You've spoken about those issues, which communicates to them that you have a certain awareness of those potential repercussions. And in spite of all that, you still want to get your dreadlocks. You still want to start a dreadlock journey. I think if you approach your parents as an adult on their level, they will be much more receptive to what you have to say. And number 3, make sure you know what type of journey you want to be on. Do you want to be on a freeform journey? Do you want to be on a maintenance journey? And what type of maintenance? Do you want to, have your hair retwisted and palm rolled, or do you want to be on the interlocking thing? How do you want to start your dreads? Do you want to start them with 2-strand twists? Do you want to start them with comb coils? Do you want to start them with braid locks, plaques, whatever? There are so many ways to embark on a lock journey that it's important for you to know those things. If you don't plan on maintaining it yourself, how much is it going to cost? These are things, especially if you're unemployed or you're dependent on your parents financially, that you'll want to know. So you can let them know, hey, I have to get my locks retwisted, every month and it's going to be such and such. So, or, you know, I've calculated this cost and I may need you to cover the first few payments, but I should be employed in such time and I can reimburse you. You know, knowing all these things will make you come across as an adult, which is something that your parents can respect. A lot of times when parents say no, they say no, as I said before, because they're just trying to protect you, and they think that they are able to see things that you, being your young age, are unable to see, and that's their job. So don't fault them for that, don't hate on them for that. Just understand that that's one of the reasons why they may say no. But if you approach them, you know, with an awareness, with having made all these considerations, and you're like, no, I see exactly your concerns, but this is why you shouldn't be concerned, then you are much more likely to win them over. Also, by having the knowledge, you are able to dispel any of their fears, to assuage any of their worries, okay? Because a lot of times, if a person is immediately right off the bat against dreadlocks, most likely they're working off of some myth, or, you know, something that they just think is true, or maybe has been their experience. And when I say their experience, I mean like sample size of one. Maybe they've seen one person where this was the case, and they've extrapolated, and now it is the rule and not the exception. So just being able to explain, hey, what you saw, that's not gonna be true to my journey. You know, I plan on doing it this way. And I had to do that very thing with my mom. So I remember exactly when I first told my mom, she was not excited about me getting dreadlocks. And to add insult to injury, not only did I want to get dreadlocks, I wanted her to install my comb coils. So yeah, I really had to kind of pacify her and get her on board. And I know it. When she first thought about me getting dreadlocks, immediately she thought about a person with like dirty, smelly dreadlocks, with things all up in it, and I'm not just talking about lint. And I knew exactly what she was talking about because I had encountered those people before. I'm not talking about freeform lockers for all you crazy people. I think freeform lockers who take care of their hair, they have some of the most beautiful, unique crowns out there, right? But I have come across people who have like dusty lots with like gnats, like I've literally seen bugs in it, and just anything that the wind blows, their hair has caught it, you know, and it's still up in there. And so I knew exactly what she was talking about. But because I knew that there's so many different types of locks, and I knew the vision that I had for my own locks, I was able to tell her like, hey, no, that's not what I have in mind. I see what you see in your mind, and that's not it at all. And to this day, she loves my locks. Every time she sees my locks, it's like she is just in amazement all over again. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how good your locks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how long they're getting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was the person that's installed them. And you know, it's a great thing. So if I can convince my mom to not only, you know, be okay with me getting dreadlocks, but to get her to actually install them, then you guys can convince your parents to get on board with your journey. I hope this video has been helpful, and feel free to reach out to me in the comments section if you have any further questions about telling your parents that you want to get dreadlocks. Guys, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. Sebs is out.